Okay, here's a long overdue update on my Road Warrior models. Excuse me. The others weren't professional, and they were kind of childish in many ways. Not saying this will be any different, really. But anyway, here goes. Done quite a bit. There's a few new, or a couple new additions, rather a few. We'll start with this one. Of course, everybody that's seen the movie knows this is the Fairlane cop car, the Australian Ford Fairlane. This is based off a '70 Ford Galaxie 500 cop car model that was initially going to be an actual cop car, but I screwed it up and then, out of frustration, shelved it. And I was thinking what the hell I was going to do with it. And then it dawned on me, well, I just make the silver and black Fairlane cop car. And you see the front end I custom made out of scrap parts. And I recently added different rims on it. And I finally found the paint scheme after finding some behind the scenes pictures, which I have a huge amount of behind the scenes pictures from the movie. And it's a very elaborate detail on the door that I have to eventually get somebody to paint for me, probably, because there's no way I could do it myself. But that pretty much is it. It's got a 351 Cleveland in it. But that's the cop car there. I added a few things since last, like the posts right here that are like they were off the Ford Fairlane, 72 through 78. Australian Ford Fairlane. Australian folks that watch this video will probably know what I'm talking about. But that's it there. Of course, this one I've since added the correct roof lights. This one I built from a 69 Dodge Charger model, and this is based off a Australian Valiant, I think a CCH model or something. They usually came with a small block 318 or 360 American Mopar V8 or the Australian exclusive 245 or 265 Hemi inline 6-cylinder. This, of course, has a Hemi 426 V8 in it. But I made the gun out of G.I. Joe parts. The rear bumper is from like a '56 Chevy, and the taillights are the Chargers, but I custom painted them to resemble the ones off the Valiant. This is the Dart jump car in the Road Warrior that jumped and smashed head first after the guy shooting the dart guns blew away his buddy with the darts. And the hood is crap. As you can see, I can't paint worth a shit. And so hopefully my buddy Dave Giovannini, I'm hoping to pronounce his last name, but he runs www.madmaxmodels.com. He's wicked awesome model builder. Plus he's built his own actual, only one in America, replica of Lord Humongous's vehicle or truck, and he's working on another vehicle. I forget which one. I think one of the Marauder vehicles. But he has actually, which I'll go in further here in the video of the decals he's made. But anyway, this one sorely needs one of his decals. Hopefully he'll make that soon. And the little crest that's right here is crap too. But other than that, this one's pretty much done, save for the decals. This one, of course, is the Mad Max Ford Falcon. This one based off a 1970 Ford Torino. I added better headlights, more accurate, and rear rims more accurate, and I added more detail to the interior. I don't know if you can see it, but this one's oh, and I also added a hood, an actual hood I cut down from a Ford Mustang, a '73 Mach 1. It's not the most accurate of things, but hey, it does the job in the crappy one I had on before. I also fabbed up the nose a little more to resemble the post-crash. This is a Ford cab. It's going to be that blue tow truck that didn't have the hood and it had like chain screen over the windshield, and it had like a huge bumper and just a couple headlights. But that's going to be one of the tow trucks. This, of course, is the red Ford Falcon XA car. I added the accurate rear rims, the Ford 8 slots. I didn't find any for the front. unfortunately. I still would love to redo the exhaust. I gotta find a better way to bend them, just like in the movie. But this, as you notice, this has an actual decal that resembles the one from the movie. This is what my buddy Dave does. He does these watermark decals. Basically, you dip them in water just like any model decal, and he did that. I tried to do my best with this one, but it looks a hell of a lot better than the crappy drawing I did. But that's accurate right there. I still got to get skulls for the sail panel. But I've yet to find those. This one's fairly done. This is supposed to be... This is based off the Ford Landau, which is an Australian exclusive car. They only made it from 73 to 6. It was a loaded option LTD version of the Ford Falcon Coupe. This one is based, the one I'm building is based off the 73 Mercury Cougar, which kind of looks like the Landau. It's got the vinyl top just like the Landau did, and I'm going to have the turbos on the hood, and this is going to have the dually tires with the 59 Pontiac rear bumper, I think. It's going to take some extensive modification to get done, but it'll get done one of these days. This, of course, is the Mac. Last time, the frame was longer. I shortened the frame to more accurate standards, and I tried to make the correct stack. It's close, but not quite accurate. This is just temporary right now. Same with the front bumper. It needs to be bigger. I need to get one of those Italeri kits, or if I'm pronouncing the company right. It's supposed to have a bigger bumper in it. This is going to be the red Holden Monero with a big skull on the side. This is based off the 72 GTO. I got to custom make the whole front end to make it look like those old 40s trucks or something like that. But I have a 40s Chevy, like either 37 or 40 something Chevy front grille, and I'm going to make out a putty for this. This is going to be a horror to build. The T-tops, they're pretty much done. They still need a little bit of fine molding and sanding, but I painted that to see what it looked like as far as accuracy, if it was measured right. That's the only reason it's black there. And I half-assed the skull, which hopefully Dave is going to have some decals made for this. But these are the tires. This is pretty much, they want to sand the back end and put the 2 gas tanks. I have the 2 gas tanks for it. But that's the one that went into the Mac, crushed in the side, and kind of came out with the door flapping in the breeze, and it survived somehow, but it was smoking real bad. This car survived at the end, all beat up. And this one is my piece de resistance. I don't know if I showed it last time in my other videos, but this is the red snake truck, built from an F350, a 79. What I did is I shortened the frame big time, shortened the bed big time. These are decals from Dave too, the accurate snake decals. The hood, these headlights on the hood came from this GTO model. I cut them down and I put them on the hood. The louvers, a buddy of mine sent them to me. The front grille is an actual 1973 through 77 Ford grille. What I did is I cut the top part off and I glued it up further, and I notched the hood to make it look like the 70 through 72 Ford style. The interior is not done. I still have to build the windshield. I built the bar things out of fence areas, and I built the dart gun out of the G.I. Joe gun or weapons, and the exhaust. This one took a lot of time and putty. The exhaust is right. It's got a 460 under the hood. This one's almost done, save for the windshield and the interior. But this one was it was a challenge. As you can see, I had to use a shit ton of putty, and now I still got to finish the toe boom somehow. But that's pretty much the update of my Mad Max models. One of these days, the truck will be done. That's the one I'm concentrating on. Then there's going to be the red Monero, then the Landau, and then this one. I just got to find a cheap toe boom for it, and or toe bed rather, and a few other things. But pretty much based off another 73 through 79 Ford, because they have yet to make 67 through 72 Ford trucks to be more accurate. But that concludes the update on my Mad Max models. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not the best, most quality video, but hopefully it's a little more professional than the others. Alright, take it easy. Bye.